name is Melissa
Body painted myself.
and we are at the St. Pete Shuffleboard Club in St. Petersburg.
But I forget how it is to stand there around and see yourself. And I can kind of relive it every time I body paint by watching them go from kind of like reluctance and self-conscious because you're starting off with no clothes, and then as you get color and put it on you, it's like you're transformed into another species that's above and beyond. My name is Lisa Shoulder. I'm a part-time body painting artist. I body paint breast cancer survivors.
Lisa is like a whirlwind train wreck. That's how I view every time we go into a paint job with her. The survivors come in nervous because they don't know what to expect.
Tell anyone that's considering to do it, don't chicken out, don't think you can't, because it will just put you to a next level of accepting who you are now, what your body looks like now, and that it can still be considered beautiful.
I'm pretty much here every Friday. Sometimes we get here and we can't even find a spot.
And we are at the St. Pete Shuffleboard Club in St. Petersburg, Florida. In its heyday, we had about 3,000 members. And I believe into the 70s it kind of died off and membership declined. And the resurrection kind of happened 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. So, and it's just been on the up and up ever since then. I mean, every week it gets more crowded and more busy and more people.
Where it ain't already. Hello, my name is Rasta Gary Taylor. I put paint where it ain't. Painting shoes, painting unusual objects. My specialty is trying to be in with custom artworkers that I just paint unusual different things. I'm old school, traditional kind of artist because I'm not really into airbrushing, I'm not really into spray painting stuff. I would call my style classic, funky, lovely, smooth, and it's been my style. I painted on my speakers, I painted on my clock radio, I painted on my dresser, I painted on my walls, I painted the canvases, I painted on my head, I painted everything I thought. I just really always was into painting on different surfaces, and it makes you different. I've always been one to try to be unique and be different.
The fact that we have this now it's amazing. It blows my mind.
The name of our brewery comes from my 3 daughters. My wife told me that once I gave her the 3 children that she wanted, I could go off and open something. So I thought, you know what, seeing as all the money goes to their college education anyway, I figured we would name it after them. So the bar, we wanted to try and incorporate the history of where we are and what we do. And my great-grandfather owned a malt company and brewery in Lexington, Kentucky. We flew up to Lexington and found the brewery, and we liberated a brick. We put it in one end of the bar. We just sunk it into the concrete. And then in the other end of the bar, the girls got to skip school one day when we were pouring the bar, and we put their handprints in the corner of the bar to really kind of bring home and remind us every day why we're doing all this and what it's all for. We wanted to build a place where our kids could come and hang out. It was a challenge to try and incorporate what most people see as a bar without even making it a family environment.
They have like life-size Jenga, they have the cornhole and life-size Connect 4, so the kids have a real good time and it's a fun place to hang out.
There's styles that you want to follow, but within that style, there's a lot that we can do.
Beer is made of 4 main ingredients: grain, water, yeast, and hops. And just how you interact those ingredients together will give you the different flavors and styles of beer. Well, the water first hits the grain, it releases all the smells and aromas off of the grain. So the grain itself is my favorite part of it. That's just fantastic. There is a little bit of art, you're gonna have to feel when you're mashing in. It's a 40-minute process. How wet does it look? Do I need to turn the water up? Do I need to slow the grain down? Do I need to stir it more. You know, is the temperature right? Is the temperature of the water right? Over a 40-minute process, you might start really wet in there, but as the grain keeps piling in, it starts to dry up. So you got to kind of just know where you're supposed to be at any given time. So it's kind of got an art there. And then just balancing the flavors is the real art.
And the idea of a tasting room, it's not a bar. It looks like a bar, but it's a tasting room. It's a chance to taste what it is that Ty has created. It comes from what he envisions, somebody sitting at this particular place, in this particular environment, listening to this particular music, and this is his representation of what they would enjoy.
What is the one she likes?
I have vision for this, and Ty has vision for beer. He'll drink it and he'll start to talk about, you know, this is not what I wanted. I wanted something that was smoother. I wanted something that was creamier. I envisioned this going with this kind of a cigar and a guy sitting out on a dock at sunset. It's amazing how he can take these raw ingredients and manipulate them in a way that he gets exactly what he wants out of them. And that's the art of what we do.